Love Sport.
6:45. Dan Sparks, brilliant free kick. It was a brilliant free kick as well. Earned non-league Barnet an FA Cup fourth round replay against Brentford after they twice fought from a goal down. Joining us now is the Sky Sports football journalist and Brentford fan, Dan Long. Good morning, Don. Dan, not the result Brentford wanted, but it was a thrilling game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an incredible game. I think Barnet battled. I think they honestly deserved the draw that they got in the end. They pressed high from the first whistle, fought well, and I think they got the result they deserved. Whether or not Brentford should have got anything from it with the Ollie Watkins penalty decision, I don't know, but yeah.
You don't. You don't know, Dan. Well, because assuming you didn't see it then, because I saw it and I do know.
You know, yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, at first glance, I thought he clipped him. When I had another look, I thought he absolutely did not clip him. I'm not saying he dived. My initial thought was he might have fallen over his leg. Yeah, looking at it again, I'm not so sure. It did feel a little bit, that's a shame, because as a neutral, I'm watching it. But I'm not saying, I know what the man, Thomas Frank said, he's not that sort of player, but they always do, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was exciting to watch. I'm wondering, by the way, Brentford's defending, because Barnet are a National League team and they opened them up quite a few times. Has it been a problem this season?
It's been a problem, but I think in the last sort of month or so, they've switched to a back three and they've sort of prided themselves on defensive solidity. And I just think it was a blip last night because they have been so good in the last 6 or 7 games, switched to a back three, and they've been more of a defensive side than a attacking side in some way.
Yeah.
But last night they just carved apart, really. I don't know. Yeah.
They were. There were a lot of chances. 38 shots on goal. I was around West London yesterday and I bumped into a Brentford fan, mate of mine, went and had a cup of tea at his place, and he's telling me, and it was very oddly, coincidentally, he says to me, the thing about Brentford at the moment, we're a factory for centre halves, he said, right? He said, we just churn them out. Because I'm an Arsenal fan and we're saying we're looking for one, right? But I didn't see much evidence of defensive solidity last night.
No, I think now Chris Meffen's obviously left this week, and I think there's a sense among some fans that there's kind of no competition in defence now. There's Barbe, Janvier, and Konsa, and they've obviously got Sorensen on the bench, but there's no competition, and they sort of maybe have switched off a little bit. But yeah.
Dan, I think in their defence, and in their defence for the defence, in the case for defence, he says, I would say
Don't milk it, Luther, all right? He looked so pleased with himself as well. He went, hello, what's happened in my brain? Go on, Luther.
I would say sometimes all it is maybe they just didn't prepare correctly for that game. Yeah. Because it's very rare that a team that has been defending very well suddenly decide, we don't have to worry about it. Because one thing I know about defenders, they take a real pride in doing their job and stopping, forwards and the opposition scoring goals. So I think maybe, to that judgment, maybe need to hang on for them for another week or two on that one.
I just suppose I was surprised by how easily a National League team opened up a good Championship team.
Yeah, but it's the FA Cup, and this is, going back even from what we spoke earlier, if both teams just go out and decide to have a go, this is what can happen. And we've seen it in the Premier League. You go back in the 4-4 between Newcastle and Liverpool and on those sort of games, when both teams just attacked. And these sort of things do happen every now and then. And, when it happens in the Cup, with a team from a lower division to the play, it makes it absolutely an amazing competition.
You do fancy it in the replay, though, Dan, right?
Oh, absolutely. I think the midfield was sort of left wanting a little bit. It wasn't the first choice pairing, obviously McEachran and De Silva, but I feel they'll bring back Romain Sawyers, they'll bring back Camo Makocho next week,
right?
And I do honestly feel it will be a different story in front of the home fans.
Yeah, I think they'll have enough. And Swansea in the next round. At that point, Wembley's looking a possibility, is it not?
I think it's still a very tough prospects.
Yeah.
But there's certainly can't rule out going further in the competition than I think they've ever gone before. I think it was 2006, the last time we reached the 5th round and lost to Charlton.
Yeah.
But I think there's a real possibility of going far. And I think they need to grab it with both hands because the playoffs is probably.
It's all about the glory. It's all about the glory, isn't it, Dan? Listen, we'll leave you there. Thanks, Dan. Nice to speak to you. As the Sky Sports football journalist and Brentford fan, Dan Long, talking about the game last night. Outstanding game of football. Brentford 3, Barnet 3. Now.